really tell. Okay, hello? If you guys would let me know, that would be wonderful. I'll actually have my chat pulled up. Okay, awesome. Sorry about that, man. Thanks for letting me know. I meant to have my chat pulled up on my second screen, but I just totally forgot about it. All right, so here we're doing. Still getting lucky. Still killing stuff. All right. And you can see that we didn't lose very many people, and that it's just basically going to be instantly refueled. So that's the way we're going to do this. We're just going to take over all of these miner civs in very quick succession using Petra. Oh, and she leveled up. Cool. So we're going to get that bonus fleet shield absorption. Yeah, sure. Really what we want is the movement speed and the damage. Alright, and you also leveled up, so we'll get you some more of that. So those are all done. Cool. Alrighty. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate this game didn't quite pan out the way I was hoping that it would. Speaking of which, we're going to build this here. And we'll get that in 2 turns, it looks like. 3 turns. Yeah, we'll get this in 3 turns from our huge influence generation right now, which is awesome. Okay. If we look at our trading screen, yeah, I think that's going to be the best place because it's going to pass through Polaris and head up there. I would prefer it to be in Ukta, but that's okay. We'll do it eventually. Did I not click on anything for these guys? Oh, I didn't. I just hadn't decided. Let's grab definitely a Cerebral Reality and Big Data Shipyards because they're going to be our primary kind of ship producing thing for this guy. Oh, and we finished our upgrade to our fighter class, who are going to be our sword class. Big surprise. All right, so we're going to need these guys and lots of Gallifire lasers. We're going to need one of these and one of these. And then we're going to save this for the Hyperium Enhancer. But yeah, you can see they're really strong, 270 power already. And that's without the Gallifire lasers. So those guys are going to be quite strong. Okay. Oh man, this place is so good. So that's the first thing we want to get, 100%. Just shift all of these guys over to there as soon as possible. And then we're going to want to get this and that. Cool. I know they're unhappy, but they can suck it up. I'm tempted to just go and grab the Thinkers and Tinkers right now. Because I can get it in, as I said, like 1 turn, maybe 2. Where right now I'm having to wait. I'm getting 9 per turn. Yeah, I'm just going to go get it now. There's literally no reason not to. Except for that it's going to delay my, having to declare that war is going to delay my trade bureau by 1 turn, but big whoop. No, nothing too major there. I'd much rather have Thinkers and Tinkers. Alright, so we are going to declare a selective migration on them. Then we're going to declare war. Oh no, come on. Got that bug again. Alright, so we have to just do the ceasefire. Ugh, god damn, that stupid bug. I hate it so much. It happened to James in our PvP game and really just kind of screws with you. It just burned 400 influence, which is actually going to now significantly delay our stuff. Fortunately, it didn't cost me the influence for these guys, So they're still growing really fast, but it's just super annoying. I hate when that happens. So now that we're getting 11 per turn, I'm just going to leave it. I don't have the influence to kind of waste anymore, which is too bad. Not at all what I was hoping for. All right, no. I want you to send this over here, and then more probes out that way. Okay. That's it for that turn. Yeah, this is going to be nice. An extra 12 per turn. All right. No anomalies. Let's get a big data. We should probably be getting this. In our actual, like, in a PvP game by turn 48, someone definitely would have snapped up Endless Research Parks because it's just so good. But since we're just playing against AI, and I was being a little bit stupid that I actually just forgot about it. Been focusing on other things, so that was definitely a misplay from me. Let's get this quest thing so we can just kind of get it out of the way. And so right now what I want to do is just save up some influence to get that trading company started. So I'm not going to declare any more wars quite yet. So they're just going to sit there and do their special thing. You're going to come down here. Yes, because I want... Actually, what I'm going to do, slide this up here, and I might be able to produce enough industry to knock that down by 1 turn. We'll see. Or, yeah. Basically, get farther enough along on its production path that I can then afford it 1 turn earlier. Let's grab this for these guys. And that's not bad. Let's grab that too. Maybe get some extra heroes. Accelerate our hero production a little bit since they don't really have that much to do anyways. All right, yeah, they're just producing so much. So many pirates. So many pirates everywhere. All right, we got our 80 bonus influence. Awesome. We will assist these guys by intercepting the vessel. It has been intercepted. But not really. It only works, it's like the Craver thing. Oh, sweet, we discovered the lab. It's the Craver thing where it has to move into your blockade instead of just being there already. All right, we assimilated someone. Aha, Farver. Nice. This place, the nearest. Cool. All right, so we're going to grab them a level 2 modernization right off the bat. And a cerebral reality, and they're growing pretty nicely, actually, thanks to their passive. Cool. So these guys are pretty good, and this is what I mean by how we're going to slingshot ourselves ahead is not through taking over a minor civ or a major civ like we do with the Cravers all the time, but through taking minor civs. And that's going to be the plan. For now, at least. Let's see if we can grab this. Not yet. But we'll definitely have enough next turn, so let's just switch back over to that. We will grab this last curiosity over here. Cool beans. And head down to grab those curiosities there. All right, and hopefully, maybe it will count this way. Hopefully it will just move somewhere and then we can go catch it this turn, or maybe next turn. And then we'll get the Thinkers and Tinkers, and that will really be huge for us. Nope, it decided not to move. Irritating. Sometimes these things bug out, and they piss me off. So yeah, we might just end up buying them anyways. All right, but first and foremost, buy that trading company. Oh, it did move. Okay, perfect. So we're going to head down here. That's the other thing that we want for our shields. We can't really afford that yet. Once we get anti-aggregate drug drones, then we can start putting those fleet accelerators on everything and really start boosting our movement speed. So right now we are quite sluggish. Alright, and now that we have a trade company, oh, not yet. Next turn we'll have a trade company established. We can start pumping some of our extra dust into that, and then be relying on our influence generation for purchases and buyouts. All right, so let's do that right away. And we're going to want to sell our extra stuff here. Definitely don't need 200 of this. So we're just going to grab that, and let's get rid of like 30 of these so that we can build some shields if we need to. And that's going to give us a nice boost to this right off the bat. Get 6 of these ships going. Nice. Okay. How much does it cost to assimilate? Oh, gotta praise them for 1 turn first. And we'll praise these guys too, because they do tons of damage to attackers, so they'll kill a lot of my precious manpower. Alright, we're going to blockade these. Is that going the other way now? God damn it. Alright, so we'll catch it next time. And then we'll go down and invade. Stupid ship. I could just buy you. I could just buy you, you hear me? I have another one. Cool. Yeah, it's now that I have both relic finders or relic hunters, or hold on, I can look at what it's actually called. It is actually called relic peddlers, which gives me 5 dust per curiosity, and I'm going to have thinkers and tinkers to get +1 industry per curiosity, and so that's going to give me a little bit more than 200 dust and 45-ish industry in all of my places, which is huge. And you know, there's lots more curiosities to explore, so we can just keep pumping that number up throughout the rest of the game. And obviously, its effectiveness definitely stalls pretty quickly, but it's never a bad thing to have more industry, in my experience, or gold. All right, no, none of those. So you're only happy. So let's grab this. How is our laws doing? That's right, we lost the super fast thing, so we could do brains over bucks. What's this? Alliance and peace. 10% per luxury resource. Okay, I think this is what we're gonna do. Because yeah, we have almost every single one of our places has multiple luxury resources, or at least one. Most of them have multiple, so that's going to be pretty huge for us. And let's just we have to praise those guys for 1 more turn, and I think that's going to be the end of the turn. Yeah, and we easily have enough influence to sustain something like that. Whew. And I think our next target, after we take all of these minor civs, is definitely going to try and take out the Riftborn. I think is going to be our target. Alright, so we're going to set up our blockade, and we're going to catch him next turn. Exactly at the same time I could have just bought it. Whatever. Alright, so it costs 800 to buy. We'll get that in a couple turns. And then by that time we can just go boom, boom. I'll probably just grab this one with militarism. And then we'll go over here. This might be too late, actually. to do that effectively? I haven't really decided yet. Let's grab this. Because yeah, they definitely have their, oh yeah, that's right, I was going to show you guys this. So, yeah, so you can see that 270 to 319, definitely worth it, very strong. All right, so we got that. 9 turns to Endless Research Park, cool. These guys can start producing some swords and shields for us. So that we are ready for the invasion of the into these guys when we get there. In fact, actually, I want to just change this. We already have 3 shields, so we really only need a couple swords. Oh, what was that? That was get the kidnapped vessel. Awesome. Finally. All right, and so now we officially have Thinkers and Tinkers. I love it. I love it. I love it. So if you guys don't know, Thinkers and Tinkers is the thing that gives you +1 industry per curiosity you've discovered on all of your systems. Probably the best minor civ thing in the game. I think without question. The only one that I can think that even comes close is the Hisho one, which is Hunting Culture, which gives +2, 20% damage on weapon modules, which is also very strong. All right, and with that bonus, oh, that system's under siege. Shit, the Empire's taking them. They get VR amateurs. What does this do? Ooh, happiness. Indeed. I waited too long, guys. I waited too long. Damn. Is there anything I can do about that? I think actually the Empire might have to be our first target because we're the Riftborn are sitting over here being nice and quiet. Maybe I can actually just make peace with them. Oh, they don't like that at all. Okay. I don't know why they don't want peace. I'm way stronger than they are. But whatever, man. You do what you do. Alright. This place was pretty good if I remember. Yeah, this is the huge ocean large boreal. That's what these guys should be making. I need a settler from you. God, I love being able to buy things with influence. It's great. And we're going to invest some more into our marketplace since these are growing nicely. 12 per turn. Hell yeah. Awesome, awesome. Get that bonus science. And we can kill this. Nope. Like that. Yeah, I think Empire has to be our primary objective because they are kind of encroaching on our shit. They're getting in my way. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so we're gonna sell all this stuff as always. We just have no use for it at the moment. Wow, we're getting 20 of this per turn, so let's just sell 40. We can sell 15. And let's just pump all of that into, grab another ship for our trading company. All right, and so how many turns would it take me to get here? 4. So let's go here, drop off an invasion, and then jump over here. And it's going to cost me like maybe 1 turn. But I don't know if the 4 turns would matter anyways. So we're going to try. All right, and here's this guy. He might be starting a war with me, quite honestly. So we're going to have to put a hold on this stuff. So he can wow, he produces those pretty quickly. All right, botanical scanning, then agri-drugs, and then I want to be able to colonize ash and these. In fact, I want to do it in this order. All right, now here. Kicking ass and taking names. I like to see. The spin project. So, why are you guys only content? Oh, because ownership. Got one of those, and let's just throw everyone over here because it's just better in every way. Got this as well. Okay, and the last one was Ukta. Oh, sweet, finished. So we'll grab that. So how do we want to do this? We want to do that, this, 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 this. Okay, and that's the order we want to do that in. All right, so now I just don't even have to bother with them for a while. All right. Oh, damn, I forgot I bought that settler for Dakhel. Cool, cool. Let's get him out of there. We're going to declare war on these guys, because force is the only thing that he shall understand. And you can see with this setup, we are sieging for 60 per turn, which is pretty great, but we have this overwhelming advantage, so we're just going to use it, especially since all of our guys are tanks. You can see that we do way more damage than they do us, and now we can just leave. Head over there. And I know it drops them down to 0 manpower, but that's fine. The invasion's going to keep going over here, and that's what we care about. We're just looking to expel the fleet from over here. And we can always just run down and grab more manpower. Alright, so we're getting some bonus industry here for some passing trade routes. Cool. Is there any reason to rush these using my influence? I can't see a reason not to. I'm just going to do it. Pump them out as quickly as possible. Because really we want them up here so we can just go bam, 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 and just grab these 3 really quickly, and that is going to start catapulting us ahead. Because I think they are actually closer to us. Alright, what do we got here? Major crisis. Alright, Artemis, you're just going to be a little slow. And we'll continue. We'll just do a guerrilla warfare. I don't really care how long that takes. The Regale system. I was just over there, man. Alright, we're going to go to our patrol. Take off these things. And, oh wow, you build that in 1 turn? Fucking awesome. And let's grab this. How much does this produce? 12.4. I think I want the growth more this early. It's not that different, is it? It's like 20. Yeah, it's exactly 20. Okay, that's okay though. And let's get you guys up to happy. Chum. All right, let's colonize this huge ocean. 8361. Yep, no question there. I love huge oceans.
What is your objective?
Yeah, tough. Yeah, so our next election's coming up, and hopefully then we can get over to militarists to finish our law, or to get our last law, and get that quest finished so that we can keep moving on. I don't think it's ever taken me this long to do it, because because I always get militarists after the first election, and never seen it not get it after the second election. So that's pretty crazy to me. So you can see that we just left. It's like a set it and forget it. So we just set up our invasion and then let it do its thing. And our fleet can go elsewhere. All right, and we destroyed them. Awesome. All right, so let's grab, as always, our level 1 modernization first because it's so fast. Let's colonize this Mediterranean. Because I think this is actually, yeah, it's actually better than this forest thanks to the mutated flora and its things. So we'll grab that, and then we're going to grab this, and that, and that. That's the way it's going to happen, and once that's colonized, we're just going to jump everyone over there. All right, we're moving fleets. Ooh, that's a big fleet. They're pretty hurt. And it looks like they failed their invasion. Interesting. Interesting. What's this? It's like the, yeah, it's like the 6. I say, All right, so let's get these guys over here. Man, you guys are kicking ass. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna want these 2 things from you. I'm just gonna set that one in there so we can be generating even more influence. And I believe I'm getting, yep, so I have desert colonization in the works. I can colonize ashes now, I believe. Yep, so we're gonna want this one soon. Ooh, Molten Springs. Molten Springs on an ash planet. That sounds too good to pass up. Definitely gonna need that. I'm guessing that's gonna be dark glitter and probably a resource like antimatter or something. Maybe adamantine. Do not know. Let's grab this. And no anomalies. I know I check that every time, but just bear with me. Okay, hopefully we can get here and save these guys. Get off my buddies. Right, so they are all missiles, so we are just going to get in there as quickly as possible. Hopefully our guys will be able to defend. Ooh, we lost 2 shields. Oof. But we killed all 7 of their guys. So can we assimilate these guys yet? No, it's still under siege, so we have to kill that last guy as well. Okay, that's cool. Huh. Why can I? Oh, I guess because they're under siege by someone else, it's allowing me to invade. That's weird. Alright. But that is unacceptable. So hopefully we can stop that from happening. In a worst case scenario, that's when we just declare war on them. Okay. We got another sword. And now we lost 2 shields, so let's start producing those as well. Put them over here. Stair. What does a stair need? A stair needs this, definitely, for that extra food from all of those things. Multiple moons. And it's going to need this. That. Okay. There we go over here. Ooh, I totally forgot about this guy. Ooh, and I also, man, playing sloppy as hell, guys. Sloppy as hell. So I also forgot about my plan to expand over here. Yep, and that let the Unfallen start grabbing this stuff up. Damn. Losing popular. Oh, the heat show. That's expected. Okay. No, see, that's what I'm talking about. Ah, I waited too long, and I was, I think, one turn away from it. How much I get? Yeah, 2,000. Yep, I was one turn away from it, and I was. That always happens to me. It happened in our PvP games. It happened in this game. I'm just play stupid sometimes. That's okay. It playing stupid against AIs more closely simulates the difficulties of playing against a human opponent. Like, James took the wonder from me in our PvP game, and so that's just gonna happen sometimes. You're gonna have to learn to adapt to it. Actually, now at this point, I'm only 1 of 6. Nope, sorry guys. Yeah, it's gonna take too long. I'm just gonna. You gotta be kidding me. This bug happening again. Irritating, to say the least. Alright, let's go assimilate the Nashnat. Alright, now we have the Nashnat. And we can keep sending probes into this area of space. Let's get this colonization. Oh, yeah, that's right. Forgot we have more stuff to sell. Let's sell a good 100 of these. Ooh, and that's going to make us a lot of money because we definitely don't need that for any reason right now. Let's grab those, and I don't think we're ready for level 2. Nope. We'll grab those, and those, and those, and those, and those. And that gave us a ton of money, so we're going to pump that up a little bit more. We are producing 16.3 Eden incense per turn. Fantastic. I have this getting ready, so that's almost done. So I'm gonna have pull back here, do the probe thing, and head back out over there. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. We got our shield upgrades. Nice. So we can grab the extra fleet speed. We can grab these are still better. And we can grab one of each of these defensive slots. Yep, I think that's good. That's how we're going to want to build those. You sell. You sell. You sell. Holy crap, that place is awesome. Nice. I highly approve. Cool. Yeah, so now we have this really great hold on this center area. And as soon as we can start colonizing lavas, we'll be able to grab the academy as well. Yeah, so what we're doing here is we're going to bring this guy down to Artemis, grab up some manpower. You can see that it's going up by 100%. Going up to 100% by next turn. Can I not do arids yet? Oh no, I can. Okay, so yeah, so we're getting 50% more people there. And then, so let's grab that, give ourselves some extra speed, We have a whole bunch of influence. No, I can't buy a shield yet. But I can keep these guys flying this way. We got that settler. Maybe he can make it there. I don't know. Definitely should have bought it here though, because, you know. But, you know, of course I wouldn't do that because that would be intelligent. Alright, but we're going to do it anyways, so save us a bunch of turns. What's Laran? I don't remember this place being any good. Step, snow, 2 level 2s, 2 tier 2s. Places I would rather put that. Places I would rather put that thing. Maybe Rasa? Grab that Savannah Arid. Ooh, what about Rhea? Rhea looks good. Yeah, that's where we're gonna put that thing. There. Oh, man. Alright, so we got 33 for Militaris. They might take it, so I'm going to support them because I really want to continue with that quest. And then my second group can be, you know, whatever. Industrialist, fine, no big deal. Alright, but the reason I wanted that is so that I can do this frickin' quest. We only need to do it for 1 turn. So we're just going to abolish toys for boys. Go away, I'm trying to do stuff. We're going to abolish toys for boys, grab fleet costs and spoils of war. It's going to cost us a little bit of influence, but again, no big deal. Alright, so we're back up to 100 manpower here. So we're going to head back over there and start that invasion. And we can kind of jump down here and then head up into this area. Alright, and if this... Oh, I think we're going to lose by 1 turn. Damn. Alright, let's keep sending probes over here. And... I guess you can head over here, grab that curiosity. Who's not doing anything? You're not doing anything. Let's have you come down here. Yeah, we're also getting rid of the pirate threat in that area as well. All right, let's get the wormholes. Definitely a good thing to have. And the extra CP, and with that extra CP, I'm going to want my battle cruisers. And I'm also going to want to get these science things. And that as well. So I'm actually going to want to do it in that order. Because I'm looking for a place, and it might be this one. No, it might be here. See, this is why I don't like the donut-shaped galaxy for the Empire, is because there's no good spot to make like your secondary influence port. So like normally I like to go into the center of the galaxy, grab a good system since there are so many good systems there, and then just dump all of my influence resources into it, and then it gets this huge bubble of influence that I can start doing, actually utilizing the Empire's Pacific conversion stuff. But yeah, donut galaxies, there is no center of the galaxy because it's a donut. And so we're not going to have a chance to do that, unfortunately. All right. But what we might be able to do is declare war on these guys. Ooh, definitely going to grab that Riftborn Overseer. That's going to be fantastic for us. Yep, there's that war. Kind of saw that one coming. All right, we're going to switch over to Mazari. Ooh, and they're declaring war on me too. Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. Exactly. Okay, well, we're definitely going to need to colonize that thing. I lost that, so let's kill these pincer guys. This is a pickle, isn't it? Alright, yep, because it's not letting us... Ah, that's so annoying. Alright, we'll just have to come and deal with them later. We have bigger fish to fry at the moment. Alright, we finished 2 here. So let's grab these. Alright, because we just had 2 people declare war on us, which is real bad. We're just going to do a preemptive bombing and hopefully take this place. What? Oh, because they conscripted? Alright, well, we'll win eventually no matter what. What this is telling me, I don't have time for this stuff. I need to go... grab those up. And this guy is just going to disband until these new people arrive, or until Petra arrives with more ships. Of course, it's a trap. And yep, sorry, buddy. You did well, but you're dead. We're getting a whole bunch of stuff there. What can I do with this? Oh, speaking of stuff, I'm going to abolish this law and grab Toys for Boys again. Fortunately, we have our lower fleet cost now, so since we're going into enormous ship production, that's pretty good. Right, selling all of our extra stuff as always. Did we ever get the buyout tech? No, we didn't. That's kind of funny. I almost never use it anyways, but that's okay. Or the anything other than the buyout thing. So yeah, we're just going to keep investing all of this into trade company and get this thing growing as fast as possible. We've actually already almost unlocked our second trade company, which I think I'll be able to put in Nair, because I'm guessing there's got to be a wormhole somewhere connecting these two yeah, it's connecting Dorado and Sagittarius. Because if I can get that, that would be amazing, because these places are all really good for trade. Alright. So these guys are growing like fiends. Awesome. Let's get this big data shipyard and have you start producing ships as well. You're unassigned, aren't you? Alright, so who is our biggest? Nair. Awesome. That's exactly where I wanted you to be anyways. And let's get you that sweet, sweet bonus. Industry. Yeah. 40 bonus industry on the system. Ugh. God, I love Riftborn heroes. They are insane. Yeah, 250 industry on here. Bad ass. Alright, I lost that place, but I'm going to take it anyways. It's going to be a little bit slower. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. My place doesn't have one? Ugh, lame. Alright, yeah, so I always go Mezari, simply because of the plus 15 science on your whole empire. And we're just going to do that one. Alright, and we are going to do more preemptive bombing. Ooh. That's a fight. Alright, but they are short range, everything's short range, so hopefully we'll be able to pick a couple of them off before they get to us. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. God, I love Gallifire lasers. So we'll just finish this guy off now. Oh. Alright, so I've been playing for quite a while now. 60 turns. Not a wonderful start from me, but definitely not horrendous. Definitely could have been better though. Yeah, and if you're wondering what the Mizari citizens do, they're basically Sophons, the +1 science, +3 science on cold. So, again, at this point in the game, actually having like population-based population-based FIDs are basically irrelevant. It's one of the reasons that Horatio are so weak. So it really doesn't matter at this point. Yeah, so we definitely want to go here, I think. Grab that Savannah. Pump it up. And what we are going to do now... we're going to simplify our research tree a little bit because our priorities have shifted. We're not going to get that. Instead, we're going to get this, which is going to give us this 450 manpower module, which is special for the Empire. I think it's normally a 300 manpower on that one. So this one's super strong. And then we're just going to start throwing invasions all over the place. And it's going to be super, super, super annoying. And I'll show you guys what I mean in a moment. Or not in a moment, I suppose, when I get that tech. And we're going to be building these things that I like to call the bus. So we're going to create a new, when this is done. Where is the start? Oh, that's easy. All right, and we're going to get production of strategic resources. We're going to save the core to get the free tech. And we're going to continue our preemptive bombing. What? Oh yeah, okay, so the Riftborn have this stupid thing where they and only they are allowed to grow their population during a siege. So for everyone else, you stop growing during a siege. But for the Riftborn, they can since their population is production based, they can just keep building more people, which is a mechanic I really, really, really hate. And it gets in the way all the time. So if I had my way and I was the game designers, I would, just like everyone else, prevent the Riftborn from producing more population during a siege. I think that would make things much more balanced and prevent these kind of infinite deadlocks that you can get into. When I was playing with James and our friend Irka, she was playing Riftborn, I was playing United Empire, I think. Another practice round for me. And it ended up that we had a siege going on for like 60 turns or something. For just basically with no end in sight, because no one was ever going to win, no one was ever going to lose. Because she was just producing one person, one Riftborn every turn, and then sacrificing it, and I had dropped off like 1 million people. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to make the bus, and it's going to be a protector class, and it's going to have 1 of these and 3 of these. And when that jumps up from 100 to 450, the bus is going to be able to shuttle a whole bunch of people around. and we're going to just throw Petra on the bus squad and then bust some people over here, jump back here, grab more people, do here, start the invasion, jump back here, jump over here, start the invasion, and then we'll be able to be doing all of these invasions simultaneously, and it's going to be pretty great. Also, I'm going to want this. Because I do have some adamantium, and I can grab a couple of those awesome healing modules quickly. Alright, let's grab this just for kicks and giggles. Let's keep doing two swords, and then we'll produce our buses from here. It looks like we have a pretty substantial Hyperium deficiency, considering our shields and such things cost so many of them. Oh, but Nair, you're so awesome. Kicking ass. So this is a dilemma that I'm actually want to talk to. So yeah, this is not Lumeris. That's my brother. He plays Lumeris. Not I. No, he's going to be actually playing Sophons for our next PvP game. Uh-oh. No, not my patrol. Run away. Oh, is there a title? I totally forgot to change it. My bad, man. This is only the second time I've ever done the Twitch stream, and it's been a while, and I was just like, you know what? I should do it. I totally forgot to change the title. What is it right now? It is, I don't even know how to change it. Where is this thing? Channel feed. Oh, here we go. I will change it now. Update information. All right, there we go. Well, thanks. All right, back to the game. Okay. Get these guys going here. We got a whole bunch of dudes over here. So we got our rogue. They have decent amount of tanks, so this is going to be kind of an example of what I'm talking about. We're just going to fly over to Libra, drop off an invasion army, and then fly back to Artemis. Yeah. Oh, anyway, so the thing that I was thinking about was, is it worth it? So now we know that these two constellations will never be connected, or highly unlikely to be connected. There might be something up here, but I'm not sure. Highly unlikely to be connected. So is it worth it to make a trading company in Nair with a place in Artemis to grab these places along that trade route, but it will never be able to be utilized by my central trade route in Zubin? And I don't know the answer to that. I kind of want to put it in Cross, and then like put the next thing like up here or something once I take these guys over. We'll see. Haven't decided yet. Probably need to talk to James a little bit about it because he understands trade routes much better than I do. I know the the military, he knows the trade routes. So we're just going to upgrade these guys really quick. I think that's all I can afford at the moment. Yes. Okay. Got 2 more shields. Let's get both of these shields done by next turn. And oops. And I'm going to need to get these Patriot Pills and Exotic Rations going because I'm going to be burning through my manpower. Once I finish the 450 manpower module, then I can start using this manpower that I've been building up for the whole game really, really effectively, and it actually becomes an incredibly valuable resource. And so getting those Patriot pills and exotic rations is really going to help me out. All right, so Artemis is this one here. Minus 20. It's going to be pretty big for these guys, especially if I want to be doing stuff with them. Yes, so let's just grab these, and I'm going to go with the minus to science for this choice, and the bonus to industry. Cool. Okay, so we're going to move our fleet, and I can show you what I mean here. So we're going to start our invasion, and it's going to be, just going to do a blitz, because that lets me drop off extra people. Normally it lets me drop off extra people. Not 100% sure why it didn't this time. But either way, we're actually just gonna sit here to kill these two fleets before we head back, and I think it's actually gonna let us refund some of this stuff, so it might be more beneficial in the long run anyways. So we will select all and merge and run these guys up here, and they'll meet up with Petra next turn, and I should be able to just jump over to Illyrian. Actually, I'm going to probably start it at Brea. Start my invasion over there. Alright, let's get these guys over here. So I'm slowly losing this war because they can keep conscripting constantly, even though I am vastly superior than they are with all of my awesome tanks. Okay, so they're ecstatic. Let's grab this. Actually, let's grab this first. Yeah. And we got some swords and shields. Let's start heading over here. And what do I want you to do? Where are some curiosities that I haven't explored? Ooh. Those are cravers. Interesting. Okay, so that's where the Riftborn went. They saw me and got stuck, and so they went up here and ran into the cravers. Interesting. And the cravers are still winning. That's pretty scary. Let's have this guy head over here. Why not? Okay, next. I would like another patrol. I want a slow patrol. I want the... Ooh, actually, let's get the 6. Oh, 5. Yeah, let's get the 5. And then that will let me really crank through some. Because it's only 300 influence, that's 1 turn of influence. And I don't even have any of my my museums built yet. Alright, so let's grab this atoll, start this up. Okay, that's fine. What does this pull in from Astaire? That's really far away. Why don't you pull from Zubin instead? You pull from Zubin. You pull from Astaire. Okay. Astaire's doing pretty great. Yeah. Astaire's doing really great. After all that, we're going to need a colony. I'm pretty confident I can just kind of stomp the Empire right now. My fleets are pretty strong, and with the finishing of the buses, which is happening this turn, I'll be able to do some pretty cool stuff. Alright, we're going to just keep doing... actually, no, we're going to do preemptive bombing. Hopefully we can take it. We did. Awesome. Yep, but again, all the people are dead because Riftborn. So we'll grab Xeno Industrial, and since we're on an ocean, we don't particularly need... Actually, we have the Ash colonized as well. So let's just grab that free extra food, and then by that time... Nope. Since we have no people, that won't help us at all. We'll do that, that. Grab a spin project in here, and then probably this and this. Okay, so victory. Oh, I skipped that accidentally. Alright, so let's just do a guerrilla action because we definitely are going to win that. Alright, so we have a decent fleet here. Not wonderful, but definitely decent. Alright, we're just going to keep shuttling more swords over here. Let's get... You guys aren't going to arrive yet. So... Now they adapted to that. Things I also want to get are the better anti-missile stuff. So I'm going to get this actually before those. So I want the anti-missile power of these ultra-dense slugs. In order, since I'm focusing lasers so much, I'm actually pretty vulnerable to missiles. So hopefully that will help me counteract that a bit. Alright, so we're going to just post up here. Their fleet's going to fly into me, and I'll be able to kill them pretty quickly. Alright, we're going to throw all these guys over here and get some interplanetary this stuff. And let's see. Yep, that's actually going to be better. And we'll see where we want to go from there. Okay, next thing. Not going to forget it this time. Don't need all these swords. Let's just grab 2 swords here. I'm going to get this wonder this time, because that one's really important. And that's in my best place. Yes. Okay, so these guys are going to go reinforce the Riftborn War. Cell, how are you doing? You're doing fine. Let's pull these guys over here. And let's just keep growing, you guys. Oops. Grab these, and we can edit our buses. Actually, we can just do an auto. Oh, okay, maybe not. Oh, sorry, it's next turn. Next turn we can do the auto upgrade. Get our buses truly filled to capacity. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot about that guy.
Welcome to the Siphon.
Oh, hello, Siphonity.
You're making the Siphonity.
All right, and I want to finish that bus next turn as well. Auto upgrade those, so now I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Maybe, there we go. All right, so we're gonna upgrade this guy. So he now has a manpower capacity of 1,500. So with 3 of these guys, we're gonna have 4,500 manpower. And we're literally just going to fly over here, drop 4,000 manpower, and leave. And worst case scenario, it's just going to take him forever to eat through all of that. Like forever to eat through 4,000 manpower of just tanks when he only has infantry. So that's going to be the plan. And that's how we're going to kind of wage all of these wars simultaneously, is using our massive manpower resources to do that. Where are all of these pirates coming from? I killed all of the stupid fleets. That's irritating. Let's grab a shield in here as well. Don't need a bus. Just grab both of those, and they'll be my pirate cleaners. Let's grab one more shield, actually. Okay. Actually kind of hurt my back. That was a really good crack. All right, so how many people do you have at the moment? 88 tanks. That should be enough to start that war. All right, and for you, I want the modernization and then these two. For you, you are my awesome patrol. And that'd be a cool name to have. The Awesome Patrol. And those guys. Okay. Why gotta be blockading me, man? That's not cool. Alright, next thing I want. Let's see. So I got those. I've got these coming in. Oh, that's right. I forgot to be selling all my stuff. And I also want to unlock stage 2s. So let's grab after that stuff. That should set me up for my military pretty well. But I want to get these stage 2s and I want to get this so that I can keep producing my adamantine healing modules. So let's sell these luxury resources. We'll do 150 of these and just all of these. Oops. Wrong button. I'm actually going to turn that off. I don't do that anymore. I'm just going to sell all of these. And once again, just, wow, this is getting pretty expensive. So what can I do with this stuff? Well, money always has its uses, right? I can just hang on to it for a bit, I suppose. Yeah. All right. All right, I'm probably going to be wrapping this up pretty soon. I think I'll play until turn 80, let's say. And then I'll wrap it up because I just need to like somehow find a way to cool my apartment down. It is up to 91 degrees in here, and it is pretty horrid. I am not having a good time. Prowlers, yeah. Prepare to die. Alright, and what has he got? He has all missiles now. I'm pretty afraid of his all missiles. Quite honestly. By pretty afraid, I mean like really afraid. Until I get these advanced fusion powers, I am very weak to missiles, actually. Like, the only reason these guys have been surviving is mostly because of Petra, and she has three basic slugs on her thing. Alright, so let's grab these curiosities and drop an invasion. Yeah, so you see they have 440 and I have 700 of tanks. So we're just going to do a preemptive bombing and just start whittling them away. And again, I don't even need to stay here. I dropped all of my manpower and I can just leave. I'm just going to bail. I'm actually going to leave those for Petra. So, keep getting that awesome influence. Alright, so we got our 3 buses. Let's upgrade them. merge them together, and we are currently at 104 tanks, gaining a whole bunch every turn. So what this strategy also makes use of is, I forget who has it, but it's the fleet, it's the hero characteristic of fleet refill rate. I forget who has it. I think it's over here in one of the systems, like it's a counselor ability or something. I don't quite remember, but it allows you to refill your ships faster. So what I do is I just throw a counselor on my bus ship, and with a couple tugs, and they just kind of fly around doing their thing. Speaking of tugs, we need my tugs. Totally forgot about them, and they are just like that. And let's throw some defenses on them. We'll just do the normal ones. And maybe some of these, just so that they can be at least a little useful. Okay. And let's also build a couple tugs. I think I can just buy them, right? Yeah. Buy a tug. And you can see that these guys only have 5 movement speed because I just put one sieger thingy on each of them. But once they get paired with a couple of tugs, they'll be nice and quick. Okay, so we got this shield. We'll have him meet down over there. And you guys also need these pills because we are losing a lot of manpower per turn now. And this is what I mean. This is why I probably should have been building these Patriot pills and stuff earlier, because I knew I was going to do this. I just waited a little bit too long. All right, I would also really love another hero. Okay. Yeah, I'm 4 turns away. Oh, excuse me. 4 turns away from that. That will accelerate my hero production a little bit. Yeah, so turn 70. How's my science? Not good at all. Yeah, and this is kind of the problem I've been having with UE, is that I kind of they just feel a little, lackluster. That this was a good start. Like, I'm huge I guess I'm not that huge for turn 70, but I took over so many minor civs and did all that cool stuff, but I still feel just kind of meh. Like right now, if I were Cravers, I'd be kicking ass and taking some names. But everything feels just a little bit bland, in all honesty. All right, what do we got? We got 137 tanks. Let's go do this. They're nice and quick now with their tug. So they're just gonna go boop, drop, uh, drop their load, and then just come back to Libra and start refilling. All right, Petra, I want to adjust your ship a little bit by giving you these and these. Okay. And you're going to be refilling nice and quickly. Ooh, were those proto-orchids? Nice. So proto-orchids are awesome. Probably going to have to settle this place simply to get the proto-orchids. I'll show you guys why. Oh, marketplace. I don't know why it doesn't show you both, but it gives plus 100 dust. Oh, wait. I thought the proto-orchids were the 50%. Oh, my bad. I thought they did something different. 100 dust on the system is marginal at best. Kind of lackluster, actually, because eventually you're going to be producing so much dust through your trade routes that it doesn't really matter. That 400 dust is basically negligible. All right, so we're just going to do that. And he's going to pop over. Those Sophons grab up all those curiosities? They did, the bastards. Alright. Oh no, there's still some over here. Okay, cool. Lots of nice, tasty curiosities for me to grab. More proto-orchids. Okay. It's not too bad. How long does this have now? 4 more turns. Okay. Kiana, you're all filled up, so let's colonize this toxic for you. And grab some of this. Yeah, it really feels bad not having a good spot to put my second trading company. I probably should just do it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do it. I think I'm just gonna build it. I shouldn't have been waiting for this long. I was just kind of, I just kind of wanted a nice place to put it. But, alas, poor Yorick. Okay. Oh, man. Definitely gonna make that call tomorrow. Not having fun. Alright, so these are all missiles, and they decided to finally attack me. I think I just retreat here. Smashing my face into them is probably just going to end up getting me killed. And losing 5 ships at this point, since the Riftborn are not my primary concern right now, would be disastrous is not the correct word, but really inconvenient. Alright, we're finally clearing out some of those goddamn pirates. We got 2 levels up. Awesome. No, he's an overseer too. Okay. Maybe it was... So those are my 2 overseers. Maybe it's these guys. Nope. And counselor, you? No. I don't remember. I don't know who has it, but someone has the, I mean, it honestly might be Guardians. Someone has the, it also might be a racial thing. Someone has the ability to increase the refill time on your fleets, the manpower refill time, and that's very strong. And that's what I was kind of looking to find, hopefully. Alright, and do we want to drop one of the rangers for a sword? I think we do. Our rangers, so, I mean, you can see that I'm using my rangers and my rogues even up until this late game. It kind of just goes to show their amazing utility and how good the Empire is at, or how good their early troops are. All right, so since we have so many, we're just going to be doing the blitz. And so what the 30% bonus manpower deployment limit means is that our deployment limit is over here. So right now we're deploying a full 700 troops, and that's the maximum we can do. But if you remember correctly, our fleet brought like 5,000 or something. Like we are only deploying 46 tanks, and we have like 200 in our ships. So by allowing us to deploy 30% more people, this number goes up by 30% and allows us to deploy more tanks, which gives us a bigger advantage over them. So when we do this, I mean, we lost a couple ships because it reduces your health, but since we dropped so much manpower, this is kind of okay. Normally, I start just using Blitz exclusively once I have, 5,000 manpower being produced every turn. Um, so I'm going to be a little bit more conservative. I just kind of wanted to show you guys that concept for a bit. All right, it's a trap. And the trap is no big deal. All right. So these guys, you can see, now have 0 manpower. They dropped all their tanks. So they're just going to head back over here. And how are these guys doing on manpower? They're filling up. And so we'll have them reinforce this battle over here. Farver needs something to do. Farver, let's have you build the museums. One of these. Why not? You head over here. I need 2,000, so I'll be able to get this next turn. So let's just continue making these, and swords and shields and a tug. Okay. Yes, we're going to just keep doing this guerrilla warfare, and we just whittle them down slowly. We actually ended up winning that time. But yeah, the strategy is just to dump a whole bunch of manpower on one system, and then do usually guerrilla tactics in order to draw out the siege for as long as possible as you keep reinforcing them, or preemptive bombing or blitz, depending on how much you actually dropped on it. So yeah, that's the strategy, and that's the way we're going to expand very, very, very quickly. Now that we've reached this kind of militarist phase. Okay. We still haven't gotten this one yet. The super science planet. Because we can't colonize barons. Did I skip some? Oh, I skipped one. Whoops. Let's just grab that real quick. And grab a settler from here. Yeah, I should still have enough if I delay it by 1 turn. Oh well. And let's get this going over here. Okay. I'm definitely not where I want to be at this point in the game. Like, I'm catching up to first place, but definitely not optimal by any means. Yeah, so you can see that even though we were down to 500 and some manpower after that last battle, we're back up to 700, and he's only at 400. He was at like 550 or whatever. So we're just going to keep doing these guerrilla actions, slowly whittling him down, and he's either going to be losing a whole bunch of guys or doing conscriptions, and we lose very little each time. So Petra is just going to jump back to the Libra system since she can. Fill up on yes, I'm not producing enough manpower to really make it worth her while so much. Yeah, not so much. But she'll fill up on manpower eventually, and then we'll just have her jump over to the next place. Okay, so we're gonna get those, and these guys are unhappy. Oh, because I conquered them. That's right. Those guys are doing their thing. Let's buy this. And Mark University. I can't think of a good spot to put that unless, like, I take Gistrad. Wow, that place is amazing for the Unfall, or for, yeah, the Riftborn. How is the Riftborn home place? That's a nice arid. Nothing to get too excited about, though. I'm going to pull them back to here so that they can heal in peace. Gonna keep selling this stuff because I just don't need it for any reason. Except for my Hyperion. My Hyperion is kind of my limiting factor, has been my limiting factor for a little while. So I'm just going to kind of use it to pump up this fleet a little bit. And then we're going to grab this. So I would really like to get my Hunter class ships going. Alright, Malal, what do you need? 8-6, 8-4. Grab these guys over here. Boom and boom. Do those first. I need the manpower. I need the power of man. My empire development plan. What do you mean by that? Do you mean the these things, these modernizations, or do you just mean like kind of my general plan on how to win the game? See, I have my chat open in my other screen. I'm actually paying attention now. Yeah, so my modernization plan is definitely keep stacking the Eden Incense since it stacks each time. I'll definitely use it for all three to get that +6 influence per person. And then other than that, I'm kind of tempted to do dust trees or proto orchids, but these aren't that great for me since influence is really what I'm going to be spending most of my, or what I'm going to be using to buy out most of my things. It certainly helps kind of pump up my my basic trade companies, but again, these aren't going to be doing that much for me since my starting location was not very trade conducive. Also, Red Sang can be pretty good. It'll help me fill out the rest of my planets pretty quickly. So I'll probably do Eden Incense and Red Sang uh, as my level 2 development. Yeah, especially considering that there's not really anything else good around. I'd love to get these the happiness bonuses in, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to get up there fast enough. Yeah, so I'll probably just do those two and then hold out for a nice third level resource for my tier 3. Yeah, so definitely if I had it, Jade Onyx is 100% the best resource to use all the time, every time, no matter what. Because +4, I mean, this game is industry focused. So the more industry you can get, it's the best. Always do that if you have it. In fact, just having Jade Onyx can make a start that would otherwise be terrible. Okay, we're gonna fly you back over here, I think, because I don't have enough manpower to keep equipping it. And so it's gonna just defend that siege. So yeah, Jade Onyx is 100% the best. Definitely use that all the time in all three of your developments if you can at all. Other good options are Blue Cap Mold, which gives you the increase 4 bonus science per person. Really, really strong. Really helps pump up your early science, obviously. And let's see, what else do I really like? The stage 2 guys, these level 2 ones that give you +100. I hate how it doesn't show it there. The +100 dust, or there's one that gives +100 industry and +100 science. Those are all really strong. So dark glitter I always call dark shitter because it actually lost me a game once before we really knew what it was. And so what it does is it increases your manpower capacity on the system by 200. So what that means is that this manpower would go up from 400 to 600, and that's it. It's like a one-time boost that does nothing for you the rest of the game. Absolutely terrible. Never, ever, ever use it. Like, just sell all of your dark shitter whenever you can. It's basically money, but never use it. Yeah, so it's just really bad, especially compared to how awesome some of the other ones are. And then as for my strategy going forward to win the game, I kind of want to go for a conquest victory because the Federation or the Empire is pretty good at that. So they have, I forget what so they have Expansionists, which gives minus 25% over colonization penalty for their empire. So that means whenever I go above this over colonization limit, I'll only get minus 7.5 happiness per system over this limit on all of my systems instead of the normal minus 10. In addition, they have the Federation style government, which increases your overcolonization threshold by 2. So those two things combined make them the easiest guys to get the conquest victory, which on a huge map is 46 systems. I'm only at 15, which is pretty bad. Yeah, Fidsy bonuses for the Dark Litter is good, but I'm just talking about using them as modernizations resources, and for that they are terrible. But yeah, so I'm probably going to go for a conquest victory just to see how quickly I can do it. In my last practice game that I was trying out, I did a 53 system or 54 system conquest victory at a turn 105. And that was playing against only Cravers, Unfallen, and Riftborn because I wanted to see how viable the strategy was. And I actually didn't have that great of a start. Better than this one, but not wonderful. And I was able to, I actually was right between, so I had so here's me, and then I had Unfallen over here, and like the first Craver Empire over here. And I actually was able to take out a Craver Empire before I think I killed them on turn like 40 or something. So I actually beat an early game endless AI Cravers, which was pretty impressive. I was pretty impressed with myself with these strategies that I have come up with. You know what? I'm gonna put this on. No, no, it's not good enough. So we're just gonna have you build this. Hey, major victory. Kick ass. Alright, so now we got some troops here. We'll create this thing. They're a little bit hurt. That's okay. Let's go defend Dakhel. These are my pirate killers. They're doing their job. Let's get back to our siege. Where's Queris? Oh, those guys just passed through. Funny, I wasn't even paying attention to them. Whew, wow, it's warm. Okay, just got my buses filling up again, slowly because I'm not producing very much manpower. Let's just kill this guy real quick. Get out of here. Alright, and I'm probably going to take this next turn. And the reason I wanted to be here for it is because if you finish an invasion, all the leftover manpower goes back into the fleet that was there. And if there's no fleet there, they all just die. And so you want to make sure that when you finish one of these big invasions, if you're running low on manpower like I am now, you have the capacity to kind of pick them all up again. And so I won't be able to pick all of it up from all of it that I dropped, but at least get a nice big manpower refund from that invasion, which is kind of what I need right now. Alright, I got more proto-orchids. That's going to be... So these two are going to be really nice trading depots for proto-orchids, which will be nice. All right, let's check out my trade empire right now. Not wonderful. Ugh, that in fact is pretty abysmal. James would be ashamed of my trade. But yeah, let's just give those guys a couple of boops. Who leveled up? Dominic. All right. Yeah, let's give you this. Man. So we'll get this next turn. This probably a couple turns after that. And then I'll be sitting pretty nice to turn on the Riftborn while I keep exploring over there. Let's just keep grabbing spin projects in all of these places. Get more food to fuel our Patriot pills. And no, that's not going to really do anything for us. Let's grab this as well. This and this. Okay. Now Polaris has lots of stuff to do. Oop, I meant to settle him. We're going to be settling on the super awesome science system, obviously, so you get that 28 bonus science per person.
I greet you.
Hello. All right, and so now we have this huge advantage, so now we're going to do preemptive bombing just to ensure that we get it. We don't want to have that siege go on for another turn. Hello, Cravers. Hello, Baron. And we're going to keep protecting this system because they only dropped off a couple people. All right. So I actually, I'm not sure about the tier 3 manpower luxury resource. I actually don't know what it is. I rarely get to the point in the game where those things become relevant. Did I really not get that system? Oh wow, he has one person left? Come on. So I rarely get to that point in the game where the tier 3 resources actually start mattering. Usually either one, because I've already done all of my system developments. I really don't like how, in order to discover them, you have to get this tier 5 curiosity power when your 4th level of modernization is unlocked just by getting there. So you just have to get 3 tier 4s in order to get it. So usually what that ends up meaning is that I fill up my tier 4 modernization before I even discover what tier 3 resources I have around me. So I don't actually use it that much. Oh, okay, virtual relics, 100% manpower. That could be okay. The real benefit that I see for that is using it in conjunction with I think they're called sim parks or stim parks or whatever. The thing that gives you industry based on how much manpower you have at your system. So you can build up like 2,000 or 3,000 manpower on your system and get a bonus of like 300 industry using the conjunction of those two. And so that would be pretty cool. But the flat 200 is just not worth it in my opinion. All right, so we got our trade depot available. We really want to go take something a little bit better than these in order to plop it down. And then as for the proposed changes in the mod from the dev team, I actually wrote a really, really long response to kind of what they were talking about, mostly concerning with the happiness system that they're changing. Just to kind of gloss over it a little bit, they're making all of the happiness benefits that you can get much smaller and all of the penalties much more extreme. So in essence, they're making it harder to have a happy empire and much easier to have an unhappy empire. And there are two major problems with this. One, they didn't really consider the Riftborn in or now that so instead of having um, instead of having the planets just give flat up population or happiness differences, so like gas gives -10 happiness. So now they have it so that you get minus happiness based on the population, that number of population that are assigned to that system, which I like a lot better, so that now you're not punished for colonizing places and having no one live on them. Um, but for the Riftborn, it's just kind of dumb. Like they still get the all of the minuses for having on so now it's just kind of flipped. So they get minus happinesses for per person on fertile systems and plus happiness for people on sterile systems. But it doesn't make sense if those people are standard organic life forms. It's like, why? Because they're under the Riftborn control, do Imperials start all of a sudden hating atoll planets? It just doesn't make sense. But the reason that they decided to do it that way and keep it linked to the faction instead of the population um, was because they are concerned about faction customization and how that would affect it, which I think is a terrible excuse because I mean, honestly, I just wish they would get rid of faction customization from this game. I think it's pretty stupid, and like just really trying to balance things around it is just a bad idea. But that being said, also the other changes that they did were changing the us or them militarist law that currently gives you plus 20 happiness per war you're in, and that's basically gutting cravers. Like with the changes that they've proposed, cravers will be literally unplayable until they fix it, which they said they're going to. I proposed a couple things to them, and they said that that's what they were going to do, which is pretty cool. I feel like I'm a mini game designer, or at least like a mini consultant, which is fun. Um, but yeah, hopefully they'll be doing some cool stuff, and I am optimistic about the direction that they're thinking of going, but skeptical on their current execution. Um, if I were them, I would be focusing very different aspects of the game in order to be modifying rather than the actual laws themselves. I think there are other priorities that they should be thinking of. All right, I got a whole bunch of text, so let me read this real quick. Yeah. To address Skilo's thing, about going as a pacifist for this game instead of a militarist, the problem with that is you can only have a couple really good influence. Why the hell did they just colonize this place? That's so random. Um, Hold on. Just gonna go kill it. Um, the problem with that is they can only have a couple really good industry systems simply because there are just not that many industry buildings. So you can build the National Museum, which gives you the bonus industry or bonus influence. You can build the Culture Center, and you can build the Denark University. And those are the only three buildings in the game that allow you to produce extra influence, and two of them are uniques. So yeah, sorry, and then this one as well, Body Language Institute, and then maybe this one as well. Okay, but yeah, so these are okay, but they're pretty high tier. But these are the two major ones that you want to do, and you can really only then have one or two major influence producers. And in a donut-shaped galaxy, there's no way that I can like push into the middle, find a good place, and then set that up as my influence place. So like if I had the ability to grab a really good system here, and then just have that grow its influence every turn until it like covered half the map, 100% I would be doing that. I would love that, but just because of this galaxy shape, it means that I would have to like kind of set up a center here, grab a couple places, and then set up a center here, grab a couple places, then set up a center here, grab a couple places, and that would just take too long in my opinion. It's definitely the slower and safer route, but I think I can win faster by doing it this way. Um, that's my assumption at least. And for these games against AI, I'm really just trying to see how quickly I can win and how consistently to try and test the viability of these strategies for when I actually play against James, because he'll be doing things to counteract those strategies himself. Speaking of Denark University, I'm going to throw it in Nair. I think that's going to be the best place that might be within cultural striking distance of this area, but I'm not 100% sure. All right. Yeah, no problem, man. That's actually your point was a really good one and completely viable for other map types. And I am a militarist, obviously. You know, I love Cravers and the UE are like the second most militarist race. So obviously that is very much my playstyle. But doing the Pacific conversions is, I think, a cool mechanic. I just don't think it's quite executed perfectly to be a viable game strategy. And what I mean by that is I don't think you can actually win a game by just doing the conversions. And the reason for that is that it's just too slow, and you only can have those few good systems. If you guys are Redditors or looking at the G2G forums as well, I did what I thought was a pretty cool post about population thresholds and how I would try to enhance the feel of each race through their population thresholds. And for the United Empire, I wanted to give them a kind of thinkers and tinkers version of influence. And what that did is that it gave all of their systems a flat bonus influence based on the number of systems that they controlled. And so what that would mean is if I take Tikal, I wouldn't have to be building tons and tons and tons of influence buildings in order to let it start growing. But its influence radius would just start growing very quickly simply because of the number of places I already had. And that's how the Empire would start snowballing their game. And it would give them a way to do exactly what you're talking about, a way to do a passive system conversion victory goal rather than a kind of this militaristic, but then having a bunch of influence type of thing. Oh yeah. Uh, so when I started playing the game, the Voidyani were the first race that I actually picked up. Or first game I ever played of Endless Space 2 was with the Voidyani. I love their art. They look so cool, and after Cravers, I would 100% play them all the time. But ugh, just I mean, the devs are cool. I've been having lots of really interesting conversations with them, but the Voidyani are so horribly designed, it makes me sad. Like, oh my God, it's just so many problems with them. And I've spent hours and hours talking with my brother and Irika, who is our friend who also plays Endless Space with us, talking about how to fix Voidyani. And I think we came up with a pretty clever way to do it. It's certainly not perfect, but it's definitely really clever. And and so I think we're going to be kind of proposing it to the devs is not quite the right term, but definitely talking to them about it a little bit more and seeing if we can help them out in their quest to actually fix that horribly broken race because I think they would be awesome. and they'd probably be my second. Like right now, I have a lot of trouble not playing Cravers because the Cravers just fit my style so well, and I just really enjoy playing them. But I think Voidyani could kind of scratch that militarist, expansionist, really fun, active playstyle that I really enjoy. So hopefully we can get some fixes going on with them and actually make them viable for gaming. Because yeah, the real problem with them is that they ruin the game if you're playing in multiplayer. They ruin the game for the other person, no matter what. Either it's basically an auto win where you get the super death missile at turn like 14 or whatever, and if you find the opposing player or any opposing player, they just get shut out of the game for the rest of it because there's just nothing you can do because you get a fully loaded free super carrier. Exactly, win or bin. And then if they don't, then they're screwed and you're gonna whine and want to restart. So either way, it ruins it for the person you're playing with. So that's why we just banned them from all of our games. Which is unfortunate. Right, what the hell? Why are they trying to infiltrate into my place? Get out of here, pupa.
Tell us.
That's right. Go back to where you came from. Ooh, that's a lot of ships. Got there. A friend. Alright, what do we got? All missiles. Alright, we're gonna try it. Ooh, shit. That was real bad. I forgot to distribute my shields. Yeah, so oops. So let's look at that real quick. I did not realize that's how they distributed it. Okay, so yeah. Ugh. So what happened here is all of my tanks were over here and all of my fighters were over here. And so these guys got to focus only on my fighters during the first phase, and they were able to kill them all because they are very squishy in comparison. So they have almost no defensive capabilities compared to these guys. Um, so they just killed all of these guys in the first round, and then even though I was also able to kill all of them, then these guys just had no firepower left behind them and just got wrecked by these two. So that was a really stupid tactical mistake. I just wasn't paying attention, probably talking to you guys too much. So I'm just gonna blame you, the classic streamer approach. Blame your audience, and yeah. So yeah, hopefully won't make such stupid decisions in the future. All right. Okay. So we got this sweet ass atoll. So let's grab our stuff. Grab those and then that. And we'll check in with that later. Alright, killing that outpost. We are continuing this invasion, which we are winning handily. We're going to build a settler. I'm definitely going to grab that AI labor. Alright, yeah, so we're going to... What else do we want from here? Incredible luck when it comes to everything. I don't know what that means. I think this game was actually fairly unlucky. Do I start terraforming? I think I start terraforming. Sweet. I love getting to that stage. Alright, let's get into savannas. Alright. Yeah, mostly I've been really enjoying the community of the Endless Space 2 community. You guys have been awesome, and it's been super fun just kind of engaging with the game as much as I have. As we've said a couple of times, James and I have been playing 4X games for ever. Like ever and ever. I think we started playing on Civilization 2 when I was like 5 or something. Whoa, I've never seen this before. Is this a new quest? It's teaming with robots. Huh. That's pretty cool. I wonder if that has to do with me colonizing Ceres. Huh. I do not know. Anyways, as I was saying, even though I've been playing these 4X style of games for like over 20 years, neither James nor I have ever felt inclined to kind of engage in the community or start a stream or anything like this, like we have now. Simply because, one, I think this game has the potential to be absolutely incredible. I think it could be amazing. Yeah. It still needs a whole lot of work, but it's getting there. But yeah, also the community is just cool as shit. All you guys and the discussions that we're having is really fun. And this is also the first time that we've really started diving into PvP, where James and I usually look to kind of do a cooperative thing, because these games have always been kind of just relaxing for us more than competitive, and we always look to things like League of Legends or those
You're
type of
making
games
the
to get our competitive itch scratched. But it's been really, really fun to be able to play these style of games. Why did this go down so much? It used to be way higher. Um, to scratch our competitive itch. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Okay, so yeah, my trade routes just suck. In all honesty, my trade routes suck. Um, all right, so we got a couple level 1 places. That's doing its thing. That's doing its thing. Yeah, let's get that one. All right, we're still getting minor victories. Grave defeats. All right, he took Decal back. That's unfortunate, but expected. Um, all right, Empire. Are you dead yet? How are you not dead yet? All right, next turn you'll be dead. And then I can move on to the true threat, which is definitely the Riftborn right now with that scary ass fleet. Yeah, we also started with RTS games like Warcraft and Starcraft and all that shit. Um, Funny story, actually, my mom banned my brother and I from playing Starcraft because every time she would like check in on us, she would see the Zerg, and she started having nightmares about the Zerg, and so she banned Starcraft in our house, which was funny. But yeah, that also sucked us in. So we first got really into RTS gaming, and then as we got a little bit older, I mean, as I said, we played Civ and Lords of the Realm was the first one that we really started playing. If you guys ever played that in the old like Windows 95 Lords of the Realm, that was our first real kind of 4X game. And then we started kind of just branched out from there. Yeah, I mean, the Zerg were fucking scary, man. I mean, I was pretty young when I was playing StarCraft, but holy hell, I got scared of the Zerg sometimes. They're pretty cool, and well, I guess now I'm just obsessed with intergalactic space bugs ever since. Yeah, yeah, we also played Age of Empires and all that kind of stuff. So good shit, man, good shit. All right. So we got this place. Of course, he settled the one with Kessler syndrome. Why not? Um, whatever. Yeah, Age of Empires, Warcraft, Starcraft. I mean, basically, name an RTS game. I actually have never played StarCraft 2. I was kind of out of the RTS phase by then. But you know, it's pretty cool. I really like the StarCraft games, and I wish I played more of them. But it got to the point where beating it on the hardest difficulty became easy, and then playing like online matchmaking was way too intense. And so we just never ended up getting that into it. Um, but yeah, we did a whole bunch of the kind of see, I think it was Warcraft 3: The Frozen Throne was our LAN party game. We would all get together and play at like the custom maps and that, like the tower defense maps and that type of thing. So the first Dota was designed through Warcraft 3, and we played a shit ton of Dota. Ooh, what is this? What is happening here? Aha, someone needs my attention. If I am not talking for a moment, it's because I am getting an email from work. Okay, that doesn't need to be done right at this moment. Alright, so I hear that they fixed Voidyani heroes. So let's check it out. That's not infallible authority. Nope. Maybe it's the next patch? But anyway, so James and I talked about it, and we have decided that we are going to allow Voidyani heroes, but you can just never level up infallible authority. And it's super obvious if you do, you cheating bastards. So we're going to grab this Voidyani hero, which is, I think, the first one I've ever had. I never used them before. So they look just so awesome. And yeah, that one looks so cool. Yeah, she's pretty badass. 100% approve. I just love the look of the endless suits, not soups. Yeah. So Blizzard Warcraft 3 really started the whole possibility of a modding community. It was the first game ever to open up its design files to its players, and people just went nuts. Like they took the core mechanic of the game, which is a standard RTS, and just turned it into everything, every little thing that you can possibly imagine. Like all tower defense games, all like what are they called? The like League of Legends or Dota or Overwatch, those type of games where you have to like destroy the enemy base. Though every single one of those came out of Warcraft 3, and Blizzard basically single-handedly spawned like 5 new genres of games through that game. It was pretty crazy. A really interesting side. MOBA, thank you. Yeah, pretty crazy. Interesting time to be gaming. But yeah, we had a ton of fun. We always used to play the tower defense games, which was fun. Yeah. And now I've been talking with you guys so much, I really have not even been paying attention to this game. I've just kind of been on autopilot. So if I've been making stupid decisions, I 100% haven't even noticed. Oh, look at that. We finished these guys. And these are going to be our Viking class. Mostly because they look like the Viking boats, if you guys have ever seen those. If you haven't, look it up. Alright, so we'll get these. And grab, I think we're going to go... No, we're not going to do that. That'd be way too smart. we're gonna go full ham. All right, we're gonna do that. But one thing that I did forget to do is swap out these. We need those for some anti-missile defenses. And we're going to grab, instead of 4 of these, we're just going to grab 2 of these. And yeah, we're going to keep this. These. Yeah, because Riftborn love their missiles, and so we really need to not let that shit happen. Alright, we got this. We really need better armor too. Man, I just have not been paying attention to this game at all, and it's really bad. Wow, I have so much influence that I'm not using either. Okay. So I've basically won the war against the other empire. So let's do this stuff. Grab some more science here. Get my tug upgrade. Pull him over here. How are these guys doing on manpower? Decent, not great. Alright, we're going to start pulling them over to Farver. And Farver's going to be kind of our strike point. Alright, but this is going to be the last turn that I'm playing. As I said, I was going to get to 80. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because I am warm. 92 degrees in here. Jesus. Ugh. How abysmal. This is what some of those times when you really appreciate how awesome modern technology is. You're sweating your ass off playing computer games inside during the summer. Oh, hello, Craver Man. Why are you coming in one ship? Shoot! Alright, so we're going to need some more swords. Oops, did not mean to build that one. So let's grab a couple swords and a couple shields. God, I love being able to buy things with influence. It is just fantastic. Alright. 790 bonus influence per turn. It's the way I like it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I think I can probably take Toys for Boys off as well. Right? Yeah. Not as well as I hoped, but it's not costing me anything at the moment. And I'm still devoted. Cool. So for the moment, it's okay. And let's grab this. So we're losing a little bit of gold, but who cares? It's being supplemented by our resources. And the reason I'm keeping these 2 around is because I'm about to upgrade to Stage 3 modernization at turn 80. Wow, that's horrible. That is absolutely horrible. I am a bit ashamed of that. Alright, so we got Doc Hill back. Nice. Ooh, and he even gave us a nice Riftborn population, which I love. Riftborn are the best populations because they don't take food and they produce so much amazing things. So many amazing things, to use my correct English. Yeah, so we'll grab that and that. Okay. It's probably going to be taken over again at some point, so I'll just leave it there for now. Okay. You guys need something. And yeah. Yeah. So that's exactly my problem with it as well. The next PvP game that James is going to be playing the Sophons. So it's going to be Sophons versus United Empire. And yeah, so I wish that they, similar to the modernization thing, like where it just gets unlocked when you unlock that stage, I wish they did the exact same thing with with curiosity, exploration power. Like, why do you get health bonuses and movement speed, but not exploration power? It makes no goddamn sense. Like, just just put it in here, not over on like these individual technologies. That makes 100% more sense. Um, yeah, I don't know. There are a couple of these things that I just have to scratch my head sometimes. Like, why did they make this decision? It makes no sense. But whatever. Yeah, that's happened to me a couple times too. I honestly don't think I've ever used a tier 3 resource in my actual modernizations because they just come way too late. All right. But with that, oh, you're still unassigned. Let's see where I can grab you some experience. You sell. You sell it is. Voidyani Counselor. And let's also level you up. Let's see, Voidyani are pretty awesome generals simply because they get the plus 40% weapon damage and the plus 8 movement speed. And then ship damage and fleet health is also pretty good. What do they get? Yeah, but counselors kind of suck for fleet. They get, hull plating absorption and vision range, and that's it. Oh, and then a little bit of damage over here. So probably not worth it. I really just wanted the Voidyani hero because they're cool. And I've never had one before. So I think I'm just gonna do this, I guess. And just have her be a governor. May a governin. Alright. So I think that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll probably upload these couple of videos. Holy shit, I played for a long time today. That's what happens when I get done with all of my work early. I just play endless space all day. Real bad. I meant to exercise today. But yeah, so that's going to be it. Thanks for everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more streaming of this game specifically, and also our upcoming PvP match. I think James and I might be starting that this weekend if we both have some time. Anyways, take it easy, everyone, and hope to see you again soon.